Alrighty, sorry about those technical difficulties. What I was saying earlier, which I don't think everybody could hear me, was that I brought some props from home, so if you need any props, you can have a pillow to sit on. And if you feel that you might need to bring the ground up to you, I found this Tupperware that works really well. And afterwards, I've got my snack inside. So that's my block. I did borrow a belt from my husband. This may end up in the kitchen because that's where my yoga studio is at home. So if you feel that you might need some of these things, I don't know that we'll do anything in particular that is going to need props, but you never know. So if you want to grab something, you can go ahead and grab something, as we'll probably spend the next few minutes just getting grounded and getting into our spaces. And again, I just want to give a shout out to family and friends from afar who are not here in Naperville, but Vermont and in Florida and Colorado, other places. This is really exciting that we get to connect, and I think where we are globally right now is we are still connecting, and I think that is super cool. And I know I'm jazzed about it. So where you are, go ahead and let's just get started in a seated position. If you feel more comfortable though, know that at any time you can come on your back, you can come in a child's pose. Just come into a space where you feel that you can connect to you and your surroundings. So pulling everything in as well. Close your eyes and begin to breathe. So for breathing, you might feel your belly. I like to have my hand on my belly and notice as it balloons out. Breathe in, and then as it contracts back in, as it contracts back in as I breathe out. As I breathe in, out. So just noticing your breath. And it's totally fine if you have other distractions going on around you. You might hear something outside or in your home. And I know some of you don't have it on mute. To be quite honest, I kind of like it. I kind of like hearing a little bit of what's going on in your end. So that's all right. And I think we spend so much time pushing things away. Let's just not resist anything. Let's just allow. Allow for your breath to be whatever your breath is, if it's deep, if it's shallow, if it's a little, I can feel my heart rate a little bit here. And let's take about 5 more breaths. So breathing in deeply through your nose. Keep breathing in so you feel that expansion in your heart and your chest. Hold it at the very top if it's comfortable, just for a beat or two. And then out through your mouth. So go ahead and breathe out through your mouth. You might feel that ha, or hear that ha sound. And we'll do that a few more times. So breathing in, filling the lungs, and maybe breathing in just one more sip. Holding. And then out through your mouth. So just feeling that ha maybe sound, that sigh. And now close your lips and just breathe in through your nose. So this is starting to cultivate your ujjayi, the breath of victory. Keep breathing in so that you feel very expansive. Hold it at the top. And now this time breathe out through your nose. Relax your jaw. Relax the space between your eyes and really let it go. Like really feel that contracting in your belly. And we'll do that again. Breathe in through your nose. Expanding in your heart, so feel big. And then keep breathing in. Keep breathing in. Hold it maybe just for 3, 2, 1. Out through your nose. Good. And just keeping that breath throughout class. Notice that if you do start to pant through your mouth, just let that be a sign that you just need to take it down a notch. Though we're going to move fairly slowly this time. All right, so let's do a little bit of movement here. Let's just wake up the spine. So grab a hold of your knees and round out the back. Pull in your belly. And just get that stretch. Take a breath in. Maybe tuck your chin in as you exhale. And then forward. So chest forward, these are cat-cows. Inhale. Open your heart. Exhale, round. We'll do those two movements. So breathe in, expansion through your nostrils. Breathe out through your nose. Pulling really on your knees here, feeling your whole back. And let's just do two more. Breathe in. And exhale out. Okay, last one. Inhale. And exhale. All right, so neutral spine. Let's just take a little twist over to the right. So take your left hand to your, let's see, would that be, I don't know, whichever knee. And you can always take the next right in the center. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's just stay there for a moment. Taller in the spine. Inhale, breath. Exhale, you might deepen. Coming back to center, breathe in. Exhale the other direction. Looking over your left shoulder, breathe in. Twisting a little more, breathe out. Good. And come back through center. Awesome. So come on to your hands and knees. I'm going to put my props away for now. Doing those same movements now in cat-cow. So drop down in your belly. Take a big breath in. Exhale, round. Press into your mat. Feel all places in your spine. Top to bottom, bottom to top. Inhale. Exhale. So it feels good. I've heard of this as a drunken cat-cow. Just kind of roll it around, adding any more movement that feels good. Coming forward, coming back. So it doesn't have to be just these two movements in your spine, up and down. It can be around, back and forth. I think that's what someone said. Maybe I just made that up right now. Let your head hang. Maybe shake it side to side. I like to spend some time, a couple breaths in one pose. All right, let's just take two more rounds. Inhale, breath, whatever you're doing, and an exhale, breath. And inhale. And exhale. Step back, and we'll move into high plank, and then slowly down dog, and we'll take that movement a few more times. So high plank, rolling forward or dropping to your knees. Otherwise, lifting your knees. You can even rock forward and back here a little bit to just sort of wake up your core. Everything's really on fire here, really working. Breathe in. And two, down dog. A couple more times. Breathe in, high plank. Draw your navel in. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale back. Maybe your heels start to sink towards the mat. They do not need to touch. And again, last one. Breathe in and breathe out. So take a couple of breaths just here in your down dog. Spread your fingers wide. You can even bring your arms a little wider if that feels freer in your shoulders. Noticing your breath. Maybe even noticing your breath as it wraps around to your back ribs, your back. All right, let's take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, just step forward into ragdoll, drop your head, bend your knees. Here's a great place for your belt. Love it. All right, so you can take the belt if you want and interlace your fingers otherwise, or just drop them down and hang. This actually feels pretty good, just letting my hands drop down. I like that. Take a couple breaths. I'm gonna walk it over to the side. And the other side. Oh, that feels so good. And back into the center. And breathe it out. Stay soft in your knees and then just start to unroll your spine all the way up to stand. It's fine if your feet are hip width distance. So relax your arms down by your sides. Do feel that length through the crown of your head. Do pull your belly in and lengthen out your low back. A tall, proud pose. Come back to your breath, your ujjayi. Inhale and exhale. Breathe it in and breathe it out. It's always nice to set an intention for class. I'm going to bring my hands at heart center through prayer, and I always refer to this as sending a wish out to the world. What do you wish for? It's kind of how I look at an intention. What do I want to see in my life? If nothing is coming to you currently, that is fine. But draw that intention in. Maybe it's just clarity and peace. And let's open our mouths again, breathe it out. And then seal your lips. And breathe out through your nose. Store that intention inside for now. And let's begin. Reach up. Tadasana, mountain pose. Relax your shoulders. It's okay to bend your elbows. I get a little congested in my shoulders. But let your hands and fingers be pretty active. Take a deep breath in. Maybe look up, maybe even palms together. Exhale, fold all the way down. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, halfway lift. So stay here a moment, breathe out, and just lengthen. Crown of your head. All the way to the hips. Take one more breath in. Fold, maybe it's a little deeper. Rise up, maybe palms together, look up. Exhale, fold. One more time, halfway. Fold. Rise up. And fold. Awesome. Take a deep breath in and move into high plank. I'm going to walk my feet back a little bit here, the back of my mat. So in your high plank, again, you can drop to your knees, just holding here a moment. We often rush through these transitions, I find, in yoga, and it's nice to pause. So take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just come all the way to your bellies, making a little bit more room here. Call this a wide arm cobra. So fingertips to the floor, to the mat. Lift up. Look down, maybe at the top edge of your mat, and just stay here a moment. So breathe. Inhale, lifts you a little higher, and stay on the exhale, and come to a place where you feel like you can comfortably breathe. That ujjayi breath, in and out through your nose. And just notice where you feel it. Where do you feel this in your body? 2 more breaths. So breathe in and out. And breathe in and breathe out. Let's take 1 more breath in. And now take your hands right underneath your shoulders, a little bit down by your low ribs. Inhale. Upward facing dog. I like to sway my hips side to side. My foot is cramping. So if that's you as well, you don't have to lift your thighs. You can curl your toes. That crunches my low back a little bit, so I'm just gonna let them be. Let myself be with this sensation. Press firmly down, shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep breath in and exhale, down dog. Let's add all these movements together, slow and mindful. So take a deep breath in through your nose, breathe it out. Again, breathe in and travel top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, lengthen, fold. Rise up, reach up, palms together. Exhale, fold all the way down. Halfway lift, maybe fingertips to your shins. Exhale, high plank, take a deep breath in to your bellies. Wide arm cobra, just one breath in. Exhale, chin to the mat, set your hands behind your ribs, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in, empty out, and travel. Halfway lift, fold a little faster, rise up, reach up, and fold all the way down. Halfway lift, step back, high plank. Lighten your hands, maybe here, breathe in, lower down, breathe out. Wide arm cobra. Exhale, chin to the mat, set your hands upward facing dog. Lift, down dog, empty. All right, so stay here a moment. Let's take, let's take about 5 breaths. Notice what your heart is doing. Feel the air, the breath come in through your nostrils. Press a little bit into your index fingers, your thumbs. And just breathe. Cool. Take one more deep breath in. And one more deep breath out. All right. Step your right foot forward to a low lunge and drop to your left knee. You can set your hands, I'm wobbling, on your knee. I have the back toes curled. That is feeling stabilizing to me right now. You can lift up with your arms. You can cactus out your arms. Feel goalpost them. You can shake a little bit, test your balance. And then just feel your legs as they root down. I feel my hamstrings fire up right now and quiver a little bit. If you'd like to add a backward bend or a different arm variation, you have your belts, maybe you actually have straps. And lift your heart if that feels good. Add a little backward bend. Don't know what time it is, where you are. It might feel early for a deep backward bend, but we've done some upward facing dogs, so we're a little warmer. All right, take one more deep breath in and empty that out. Cool. I'm gonna add a little something jazzy. Are you ready? Take the back foot up and come right into what is a standing split. Oh, I really need my Tupperware right now. That granola bar is looking pretty yummy. So you might find, oh, this is actually really cool. I can grab a hold of it. We might have just invented something. So this is sort of a, like standing splits or warrior 3, rounded. Just take a breath in and take a breath out. Good. One more. Inhale, breath, and drop your foot down. Fold. Come back to that halfway lift. And fold. I might wiggle my feet together here and move into chair. Okay, so chair. like to bring my hands to my heart, and I can really just focus on my legs. Sometimes I like to focus on my upper body and my lower body. Sometimes I just like to focus on one thing. So right now it's my lower half. I have a tendency to back bend in my lumbar, so I'm going to use my core and pull it in, and I can feel the lengthening. I even sometimes rock forward and then rock back. Keep the weight, though, in your heels mainly. Lighten your toes. So you might start to feel this. Yes. I usually don't do the poses with you, but I am now, and I can feel what you're feeling. I'm starting to get warm. All right. I'm going to get a little lower. I know this is not forever. It's not forever. Oops. Okay, take 2 breaths in and out. And in. And a little lower. Okay, stand tall all the way up. Reach up to Tadasana. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. High plank, just holding our high plank. Yep, staying here, transitions, and just being okay with where we are. Navel to spine. Take a deep breath in. Now it is your option to take a chaturanga this time, and an upward facing dog, or cobra. Exhale to down dog, or hold your high plank. 2 breaths. Fill your lungs. Relax. Breathe in and out. Okay, left leg forward. Drop your right knee. Hands wherever they feel comfortable. You can even take them forward. You can take some movement. Set your gaze. My core is still very active. 2, let's say 2 breaths. Breathe in and out. I'm getting a little lower. And breathe in. And breathe out. You know what? Let's take one more. That feels like a little uneven. Take another inhale. Yeah, there we go. Breathe out. Okay, so here's our jazzy move. Curl back toes, and now lift the back leg up. Using your props, you can stay in that grounded airplane warrior 3 pose. Make it more of a standing splits. Keep the lifted leg active. Doesn't matter if you're pointing or flexing, you're just staying active. I'm squaring my hips here, getting more into my glutes. And power the breath. So this is your sign if you're still breathing in and out naturally and easily through the nose. If you're starting to gasp for air, then you want to take your foot down. Right? It doesn't have to be so high. One more big breath in. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Do another fold. And chair. So we talked about lower half. I might this time reach and feel what's happening in my shoulders. Lengthen out through your neck. Breathe in and out through your nose. Notice if there's tension in your face. Just like 3 breaths. That's it. Inhale. Getting lower. Maybe. You can also stay lifted. Inhale. Exhale. Taking one more full round. Breathe it out. And then all the way up. Little Backward bend, exhale, fold. Halfway lift. High plank. Deep inhale. And let's go ahead and move through our chaturangas or cobras, upward facing dog, and down dog. Okay. 3 breaths. Breathe in, fill your lungs, and maybe one more sip of air. Breathe out. Use your core to push it out. Press into your hands, another breath. And out. Cool. Let's add on. So take your right foot forward back into your low lunge, although this time we're going to play around a little bit. So you can keep your back foot, your back heel lifted, but straighten the front leg. This wide pyramid. I just noticed my right hip drop, so notice that and level it, and then bring it down. Straighten, maybe you get closer to your leg and bend. You can keep your eyes open, you can close your eyes, kind of get into this movement, breath to movement. Well, I know I'm trying to say inhale, exhale. Let's do one more. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back to your low lunge. Put some weight into your front leg and start to hover your hands into a crescent. So this already is starting to challenge me. The more I lift up, perhaps not as much. You can close your legs in a little bit here. You can come higher on this front leg, or you can just get deeper. Hands, again, can come to heart center. You can play with your balance. Otherwise, crescent. So lift up your arms. Your gaze is what will help you, along with your core, in stabilizing and feeling more balanced. It's referred to as drishti. So it's your focal point, in and out, zoom in and out. What do you see on your end? What are you looking at in your end? Good. Take a deep breath in and empty it out. Let's take one more inhale. We'll open up to warrior 2. Look over your front hand. Get a little bit lower into your hips. And let's just do some movement there. So inhale, reverse. I'm going to call this, I don't know, reaching reverse warrior. Take your bottom hand and do something fun. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, inhale, warrior 2. Your fancy reverse, maybe a mudra. And breathe out. Stay there for the breath in. And stay there for the breath out. Let's do one more breath in. Warrior 2. Last one. Reverse. We're holding these. Exhale. I've got my mudra. And inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. All right, hands to the mat. High plank. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and side plank. So right leg down. I'm coming onto my fingers. You can take your left hand to your left hip. Look up. It feels good to lift your leg, lift your leg. Long line of energy from your heel all the way to the crown of your head. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Good. Again, inhale, breath, and exhale. Now on your next inhale, come up. So you're on your knee. Some of you who were in regular side plank will have to drop your knee down. And this is sort of my extended side angle variation. So this is kind of like extended side angle. Look, Ma, no hands. Maybe my mom's on today. That would be lovely. Reach wide apart. You can look down. This is mimicking your extended side angle. Your body is still in Tadasana, it's just leaning off to the side. You might feel your core, your abdominals, your obliques are really working. Reach, breathe in, and stay on the breath out. All right, let's do one more inhale. And as you exhale, just come down into tabletop pose where we started. Take your cat-cow's inhale breath. Exhale, we'll do a couple more. If you like your drunken cat-cows, then do that. Inhale breath. And exhale. Just an inhale. Down dog, breathe out. Cool. So we'll take that on the other side, but transition first. Press your fingers into the mat. Feel every finger press into the mat. And then a little bit more to the index finger for your shoulders. Slide them down your back. All right, one more breath in. And as you exhale, left leg forward. We're going to play with that straightening and bending motion and adding breath. So inhale, we'll straighten. Exhale, bend. And if you want to get really into the bend, go ahead. If you want to round out your back and pull that cat-cow activity in, go ahead. I want to say we did 5, but I'm really not keeping track because it's okay. It's not exactly the same. Level your hips. Let's just do 2 more. That might be 6, but whatever. Inhale, and last one, exhale. All right, come into your low lunge. Set your feet so they feel stable once you take your hands away from the mat. Notice everything really fired up. Come up, feel. I really feel my hamstrings as I hover, and then less so as I lift up. And reach up. Back to your breath. Well, always to your breath. And again, remember, hands can always come to heart center. Find your drishti. Relax into this pose. And a few more breaths here. Noticing your heart rate. Noticing whatever it is you see, 5 senses. Okay, let's take in one more breath. So deep breath in. And as you exhale, warrior 2. Now kind of wiggle around where you feel stable. Lengthen crown of your head so it's stacked, shoulders, hips. Shoulders, hips. Rather than this reaching. Right? Navel in, long spine. So this is your Tadasana torso. And feel your arms really get alive. And then reverse. And if you like that reaching in the mudra, a couple of breaths in your reverse. Breathe in and out. And in. Warrior 2, reset your gaze. And again, inhale. And stay for your breath out. Do that again, inhale. And stay for your breath out. Now just a breath in. Warrior 2, I don't know about you, I'm feeling this. I believe we have one more. Inhale, reverse. I feel like I'm doing flamenco. Okay. One more full round of breath in. And out. Take a deep breath in. And warrior two. Awesome. All right, from here, we're going to come into our side plank. So come into your side plank again on the opposite side. So I am going to switch around here. With your variation or not, in the first part, we don't have to bring it into a variation. We will end up on our knee. So if you lift your foot up, flex your toes, feel everything come alive. A couple breaths here. Good, take one more deep breath in and one more deep breath out. And then lift up to our variation. We'll call it our extended side angle variation, where you're leaning onto the side. So I feel this in my glutes because my glutes have to work very hard and they're kind of quivering, but that's good because that means they're working. We're trying to figure this stuff out. Maybe looking up a little bit towards the ceiling as you bring in that activity in your whole torso. Stay long in the neck. Option here to open up your arms wide. Feeling that expansion. We just talked about the expansion in your heart early on. Let's come back to that. Staying open. And your breath in and out, your Ujjayi breath. Beautiful. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Let's take one more breath in and coming into your tabletop pose, moving through your cat-cows. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, let's do one more. Big breath in. And as you exhale, down dog. So lengthen out your spine. And come back to what you feel in your body. It might be different. This down dog is probably going to be a lot different. And if you'd like, though, there's an option to take child's pose. We haven't taken this yet, so you can take child's pose. Arms wherever feel good. And just kind of hang out here a moment. Or hang out near dog. It doesn't matter where you're hanging out, but see if you can come back to your breath. Feeling it through your backside. Maybe the tickle on your nostrils. Having that little pressure if you're in child's pose on your third eye. And just kind of letting it hang out here just a little bit. Awesome. Take one more deep breath in. And one more deep breath out. And then slowly come back up. We'll meet in our down dog. We're going to add on here a little bit. So take a deep breath in and a deep breath out and travel to the top of your mat. I kind of spun around on you. Reach your arms back up, sink into your seats. Everybody take your hands to heart center, or you can keep them wide. Take a deep breath in, and we'll take a prayer twist, but we aren't going to stay here too long right now, so we're just going to take a mini prayer twist, come back through heart center, and take a mini prayer twist to the other side. And do that again. Mini prayer twist. Good, and again, to the other side. Good, now let's hold it. So prayer twist, I'm going to show you my favorite variation. Just dropping my bottom arm down and taking this bind opens up my shoulder. Let's really open up my shoulders. It relaxes my shoulder, or keep it reaching. It is all up to you. You can look down, so you spin your bottom rib, or up. You can even keep your hands If that feels too challenging, let's take one more deep breath in and fold. Let it hang out. This fold, let's take a little wider. So take your feet off your mat, or you can turn to the, and you probably wrong way if you like. So this is just a straddle fold. It can be as wide as you'd like. Shifting your hips off to the side, taking any organic movement if you'd like. Grab your belts and just breathe. All right, let's take one more breath in. Exhale, hands down. Wiggle your feet back together, and we'll take the left leg back. Coming into the place that we started, kneeling crescent, if you will. And from here, you can take an open arm twist, reaching your arms away from one another, or bring your hand down. You have your prop maybe twisting from here. You can grab your foot. Oh, yeah. If you have a strap, that might be nice. You can grab a hold of your pant leg as well. Just take some movement here. I like to push my knee out a little bit, get into my hip. And open up. Let's take a couple breaths here. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One last inhale and release. So come back to the low lunge and remember that jazzy movement. You're gonna lift your leg back up, but this time we're gonna do a little squat. So take this little curtsy, Jiva squat. Inhale, toes point. Exhale, take your little squat. Let's do that again. And squat. Take it one more time for 4. And squat. And now come all the way down. Keep the legs. I'll let you see me so that you have this set up for a seated twist. Cool. So you can take your elbow, opposite elbow. And if that is just feeling too much like a knot, extend your back leg and look over your shoulder. And just breathe. Again, in. Twist a little deeper, perhaps. And then come back. All right, let's take that on the other side. So coming into your forward fold or your down dog, that's totally fine. Just stretch it out. In fact, you can do a little rocking forward again and back, take a chaturanga. All righty, so come forward, halfway lift, and fold. Inhale, chair. Hands to heart. You know where we're going. We're going to do the same thing. Take a deep breath in. Mini twist. One side. Inhale, center. Mini twist. The other side. Inhale, center. Mini twist. Inhale, center. Mini twist. Good. Inhale, center, and twist to the left. If you like that variation, just keep your knees and toes in the same line. Sometimes we tend to knock them in. This would be a good place, perhaps for your Tupperware, if you have a block. Reach up or take your hand to your low back. I can feel when I'm dipping. That's good. And twist. Whatever variation feels good in your body. Exhale, get a little deeper. Let's do that 2 more times. And again, reach. And twist. And reach. And fold. If you like taking the wider leg fold, go ahead. You can even come into a squat. Come side to side. If your squat is high, that's totally fine. You can roll up your mat and put them underneath your heels. If you have your pillow, should we show that variation? I will grab my trusty pillow. Oh, and I can sit down on this too. Well, that would be nice. All right, so just take a couple of moments here. Maybe you take a sip of water. Just don't take any phone calls. All right. In through your nose and out. And in. And out. Maybe pressing your knees a little wider. Take a deep breath in and fold. All right, so this time the other side, so the other leg goes back. I believe that your right leg goes back. Come into your kneeling crescent. And we'll take our twist from here, twisting shoulders over hips if that feels good, wide arms, or taking it down. All right, opening it up, grab your foot. You can use your strap, your belt. Some of you might even, be able to come down onto your forearm. This is my really tight side. And just come to your breath. And we say that so much, sometimes I feel like it just kind of comes in and out without much thought. But really notice your breathing. So notice it coming in and feel it through your nose. Feel your chest inflate, your backside. Does it move into your belly? Good. One more round. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. And we'll release that guy back into our low lunge to our fancy move. Here we go. Standing splits. Point your toes, take a breath in, Jiva squat. Good, 3 more. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out, squatting down low. Last one, toes up as you breathe in. And exhale, squat down low as you breathe out. And then you just stay. Hop it down. For your twist, and I'm going to twist forward so you can see. Twisting the other way. So if you liked having both knees bent, great. If that did not feel great, then undo that. Start the twist. Tall spine. Both sitting bones grounded. Twist over your back shoulder. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Empty and twist. And come back. Okay, before we start to really take it down, I have to check my watch, because I can keep going and going and going. Okay, let's do a little, core. Boat pose. I was doing this online the other day, surprise, with one of my favorite YouTubers, and she was saying to bring some personal expression into the pose. Yeah, so maybe you do a little dance, or maybe it's just more like catch pose, right? What is that? There's a name for that, I feel like. Anyway, so finding some movement, or even if it just feels good to stay. Otherwise, freedom. Expression. Okay, ooh. All right. And then just hold your knees, or come into your fullest expression. Oh, I think we can do this for 10, 9, shake, 7, 6, 5, really like that out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breath in, and Baddha Konasana. So, butterfly pose. I think it's also referred to as cobbler's pose. You can massage your feet, a little acupressure if you'd like. That feels really good. Give yourself some love. Or pull up on your ankles and lengthen out. Option to fold forward. We have, almost gonna get into that granola bar. I'm gonna stack these guys up and just take a few breaths. Really getting into any sticky parts of your body. Send your breath there. You might feel a little more open if coming forward is just way too much. It's totally fine to stay right up here, upright. What's important is just being here in your body. And feeling your lungs, if that feels good, to take a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. Do you feel your heart? And breathe. Good. Notice any sounds. I got to hear the birds this morning. I did an online meditation and I heard, it was live, and I heard the birds where the lead meditator was, and it was just nice to feel that sangha, that community. So let's take about 3 more melting breaths. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Deep breath in. Melt on your exhale. Last one. Inhale. And breathe it out. Fantastic. Come up to a seat, and from here we have a variety of ways to get into pigeon. You can come on your back. Oh, you know what? It is kind of, we're getting close to the end. I know we kind of started a little bit late, but come onto your backs. Let's go ahead and just do figure 4 on our backs. You can grab your thigh. You can grab your shin. You can even cradle your leg right into your chest. We say rock the baby a lot of times. You know, we do that. You can do that here on your back. Whatever kind of gets into your hip. If you need to take a peek at me and kind of see all these different variations. Let's take a couple more breaths. Good. Still in that melting mood. And shake that out. Let's do that on the other side. Cross your opposite ankle. If you like, reaching for your thigh and press your opposite knee out. So you're reaching for one thigh and pressing the other knee out. Right? Grab a hold of your other leg, which my leg is straight. I'm pulling that into my body. Or rock the baby. Whoa. We have some time, so just breathe. Notice where any tightness is, and that's where you send your loving attention to what is tight, what is contracted, so that it can soften. And noticing your breath. In through your nose, out through your nose. Let's take about 2 to 3 more of those. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. Cool. And then bring your legs up. Maybe you give them a squeeze. Maybe you shake them out. Maybe you do a little twist side to side. Otherwise, rock yourself up. Maybe sit on your cushion. We did not do a Shavasana. Shavasana is the most important pose, but let's take a moment though so we can do this communal meditation, if you will, just for a few breaths. To end our practice, you may go back down and do your Shavasana. I would highly recommend it. Now that you've instilled some peace and calm in yourself, your peeps. So feel your body. Notice any changes. Can you feel them? Is your breath just maybe a little deeper than it was when you started class? I certainly feel the support of globally of this our global community right now. That we are all finding ways to connect, not just to each other, but to ourselves. Take 5 breaths. Just pure breathing in and out. No need to pause. Feel your lungs, your belly. Relax your jaw, space between your eyes. And exhale. Bring your hands to heart center, bow your head. Thank you all who joined me here in Naperville or outside of Naperville. It has been an honor. We hope to do more. We'll play around, we'll work out our kinks and whatnot. Feel free to stay online here a moment and chat. You can unmute yourselves and feedback. Anything at all is welcome. Hands, thumbs to forehead. Namaste.
Namaste, Joe. Thank